Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel.
So let's add a ponytail to this. I'm going to say it's a pirate with a ponytail. Job done. So let's add a segment of a ponytail. With this, I need to like bolt them together like that. And then I want this to be kind of in between them. So then I can copy that whole bit and have that joint done and just add one more joint in the middle. And you can just like double the length every time by copying the chain you already have. Okay, and then it'll all flop about from this parent object like that. And then I'll just group it up, scale it down a bit, scope it in, there we go. And then into the head. And then, yeah, I guess we can bolt this on there, scale this down so it's not dragging on the floor, but it'll still be able to like shove the puppet. It's kind of, you can see it never quite stops, it's always shuffling forward. That's because it's again colliding with itself and things. So you could do, but if we turn the collision off for all these, like that, then it's really not going to look good. It's just going to flop through the character. Ideally, you want it to still collide with the character. Now it will collide, but we want it to not shove the character. So we're going to make some fake geometry that we never actually see that it will collide with. So I'll make it really obvious. I'll just have a block and I'll make this a different color. It will probably collide most with the chest, so I'll do it with the chest, but you could do this technique with all the other body parts if you wanted to. So this needs to be separate out here, and this will be the thing the hair collides with. So I'm just going to get this puppet on the ground like that. So it will collide with that shape perfectly fine and not be affecting the puppet. So we want to make sure this is always at the right spot on the puppet sort of thing. So I want it to be on the chest as I was placing it earlier. So stick a tag on the chest. So this is the chest. And the Z is pointing forwards. And then we'll teleport this to that tag. So teleport to the chest, match orientation as well, which is like the rotation of the tag. It'll match that as well. And it's colliding with the puppet. So the puppet should be friend. Have a friend label. Just say that this doesn't collide with friends. Like that. Let's see what happens now. Just make sure I've turned. Yep, so collision is on. Right, and the ponytail is like colliding with it, and we can like sculpt into this and give them big shoulder pads. Something. If we like make it more obvious with something like that. Cool, so that's working, and it's not shoving the player at all. And then we can say make this invisible. And now you can see it's got that hidden collision shape thing for the ponytail to sit on, but it's not freaking the puppet out. And then probably want to give this some limits so it doesn't fly in front of the player like that. Less likely to, yeah. So now it's kind of hanging behind and things like that. It can also be useful to keyframe that, springy keyframe the ponytail with L2 on that. That's for the whole thing, and then scope in and do it for these individual parts. Let's try that. Give it a tiny bit of springiness. We'll ignore all that. which means the top part isn't affected by this keyframe at all. Oh, I should turn it on. So this is what it looks like because it's trying to straighten itself. Make it more springy, it's more flowy and flops about.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.